Welcome back to Vault GG, Wastelanders, Raiders, Mutants, and general irradiated masses. Tired of being screwed by the government? Or just looking for screws for your crafting projects? Today I'm going to show you a fast, efficient route to net 50 or more screws. Let's get into it.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent.
Alright guys, so for our first location, we are going to start at the White Springs because it is a free fast travel. And we're actually going to fast travel to the interior, not the exterior. And when you load in, you're going to be here. And there's a couple places we can grab screws here. This is just an old reliable. But right out of the gate, you can go just slightly to the left, and there's a desk fan here. And then we're just going to come on down, and we're going to do the obvious, hit the vendors. A lot of times you can get bulk screws here from the vendors. Ba-boom. So you want to check, at minimum, you want to check this vendor across from Artisans. I think it's the Arium. You want to hit the White Springs Spa vendor. A lot of times he will have them as well. And then you want to come down and hit the black powder vendor right here and see if he has any. It doesn't look like he does. And then we want to scooch across over here to Captain Kids. Now Captain Kids will have this truck on the floor and this Giddy Up Buttercup. Anytime it's a Giddy Up Buttercup body or full Giddy Up Buttercup, it will have screws. And then you can actually check his inventory because a lot of times he will sell right here another full Giddy Up Buttercup. And then that is all the locations, the main locations for White Springs Mall. So now we will move on to our next location. All right, so from White Springs, we're going to travel up to Somerville. And when you load in, this is where it's going to put you. And we're literally just going to what's known as the Professor's House or the Burnt Book House. And there's a few things we can grab in here that will produce some screws. Right out of the gate, we can grab this typewriter, this toy truck. Let's get rid of that. We can grab this globe. I believe that's it. Let me take care of these guys real quick so that they don't bother us while we take a quick peek. He's hiding. And there's a hot plate right here we can grab. So that'll give us some more screws. I don't believe there's anything upstairs. Every once in a while you can find something on the desk or in the bureau here. We'll just double check. You always want to just double check for the random loot. Oh, a front leg. If that was a body, we could have did it. All right, let's move on to the next location. From Somersville, you're going to want to head up to Flatwoods. And when you come into Flatwoods, it's going to put you right down the road here. And we just want to run straight to the church. There's a few things we can grab here. What do I hear? Someone's chasing me. You're just going to run down and go in the front door. Dun, da, 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 and you're going to ride out of the gate. There should be, here it is, a typewriter, a desk fan, and another typewriter. I don't believe there's anything up here, but you're going to go up just one level. We're not going all the way to the top. We'll just go up one level to this little loft. You're going to find another desk fan and another desk fan. And I believe that's it for here. So we're going to move on to the next location. So from Flatwoods, we just want to hop on over to the Overseer's home over here in Sutton. And we're just going to run up to her home. There's a few things we can grab here. I don't believe there's anything in the garage, but let's just take a quick peek and see. Didn't think so, but we're going to go inside the house. Right in through the front door. So once you're inside, I always just check here for some sugar and some coffee as well while you're here. But we're just going to go right down to the basement first. And there's going to be a desk fan right here. There's nothing else down here for screws. We're going to go in the bathroom, and there's going to be a box of loose screws right here on the shelf. Let's we're going to grab that. And then there should be this accordion and this desktop fan. And I believe there's another thing over here. Desktop fan. And that should be it for the overseer's home. So we're going to move on to our next spot. All right, guys. So now we're on to Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. And when you load in, you're going to be right here in front of the tattoo parlor. You just want to go around the back, and there's a handful of things we can grab here for screws. And I usually just go right as you get in. There's a globe here we can take. Ooh, I'm over encumbered. And then we want to grab this hot plate. Sometimes there's stuff over here, but we want to grab the desk fan. I don't believe telephones have screws in them. But we want to grab that, and I don't think there's anything else. Should be it. So we're going to head on to the next location. All right, once you're done getting all inked up over there at Big Al's Tattoo Shop, you're just going to shoot on over to Mananga. And when you load in, you're going to be just up the road, and this is going to be a super easy location to get to. We shouldn't have to fight anything. We're literally just going to run down the road to this first building on the left. It's a little police station. And when you run in, you should have a desk fan here. And then you're also going to have some handcuffs, which will give you screws. And it's pretty beneficial to go in and tag screws for search, so that when you hover over, you can see that little magnifying glass that'll let you know that it contains the ingredient you're looking for. So we're going to grab those handcuffs. We're going to run upstairs. There should be another desk fan here. Another set of handcuffs. I believe that is all for this location. And all right, so that's everything here. We're going to head on to the next spot. All right, guys, from the town of Mananga, you just want to go southeast, and we're going to head over to the boroughs south. When you load in, you're going to be up here on the road, and we just want to run to the right and head over to this little armor. And there's, I think, 4 or 5 things we can grab here. I do recommend having marsupial or even marsupial and jetpack. It's just going to make it a lot quicker and more efficient when you do this run. I'm just going to come in here, take that turret out. Go ahead and take that turret out just so they don't bother us. Apparently I can't shoot today. And when you get in here, we're going to have a desk fan and a typewriter. And over here, we're going to have another typewriter. And then another typewriter and another desk fan. I don't think there's anything inside here. Let's just double check. Hey, some sugar bombs. If you guys are looking for sugar bombs, this is part of my sugar bomb run. I have a video called the Ultimate Sugar Bomb Run. Check that one out for sure. You'll pull 20, 25, 30 sugar bombs every time you run that route. It's super helpful for making brain bombs. All right, let's go on to the next location. All right, so once you're done messing around with the turrets over at the Burrows, work your way on over to Sugar Grove. We're going to run up inside the building here. Now, you are probably going to encounter some different enemies up here that you're going to have to clear out. So we'll just go ahead and clear those as we go. I think it's mostly like Mr. Gutsies and Protectrons, maybe a couple of brain bots. Go ahead and take out the turrets. And you can go all throughout this facility. Man, there's a whole lot of them today. But right out of the gate, I like to start down here because you'll have a desk fan and another desk fan. And then we can go up. And from here, it's pretty much just wander around. There's going to be quite a bit of desk fans, typewriters, things of that nature. Let's go straight back. We're just going to go on through. Clear out anything that causes us any trouble. And then you want to check all of these desks, because a good portion of these desks will have desk fan. You shot me. There's a desk fan over here. Don't think there's one there, but we should get at least one more. There it is. Desk fan. Desk fan. And you can even duck into these little side rooms. A lot of times you'll find a globe in conference rooms, things like that. Let's go ahead and just take a quick peek and see what we got sitting around in here. Here's another desk fan. This is a really good location for stocking up. There's a desk fan. Shouldn't be one in here. We'll check this other little side room, little store room. I don't think there's anything in here. We're gonna come on down. You're gonna find a globe. You're gonna find another globe here. And then that goes down and around. And I don't think there's too much more down there. There may be one or two things, but for the most part, this is the bulk of the run. So now we're gonna head on to our next location. All right, so now we're gonna head down to the abandoned bog town. Being a workshop, you can't fast travel to it, so we just come to pylon V13, and we're gonna run west. And usually over here, you're gonna have a significant encounter. There's usually a behemoth and some super mutants and robots. But what you're shooting for is a building right over here. This is also a phenomenal place to come get concrete if you need concrete. I will have a separate video for a concrete run later. We're still working on that one. We're going to come up here to these stairs. We're going to go into this elevator shaft, not this elevator shaft. We got to go up to the roof. I forgot we got to go up again because it's blocked off. So we're going to go up and go into this elevator shaft. Drop down. And we're going to come in here. And again, we're going to have typewriter, a globe. Kick all these trash cans out of my way. We're gonna have a hot plate. And then we're gonna have typewriter, globe, typewriter. I don't think the phones have them. Typewriter. Just keep working your way around. Typewriter, desk fan, typewriter, typewriter. This is another top tier location for scrap items for screws. I'm gonna grab all of this stuff, and I believe that's everything for this location. We're just gonna double check if there's anything down here. Now down here, oh yep, the alarm clock. There are bags of concrete all over the place in here. So if you need concrete, this is a great place to go. Don't think there's anything else. All right, so let's go on to the next location. All right, guys, we are getting close. Only a few more stops, but our next location is going to be Appalachian Antiques. And when you load in, you're going to be right here, but this is not where we want to go. We want to turn around and follow this road. And we're going to run down until we see a little broken down trailer down here. So let's just cruise. And it's a pull behind horse trailer. So when you get here, there's going to be a full-sized buttercup, and then just come around to the pickup truck because there's also going to be a buttercup body right here, and a Mr. Jangles the Moon Monkey. All right, that's it for this location. On to the next one. This next location is going to be a very fast location. I just throw it in here because it is between two other locations, so we might as well hit it. But you want to go to the monorail elevator. When you get here, you're just going to run straight ahead. And there's one singular location for us to check. We're going to go up, jump over into this little guard shack, and you're going to find a box of loose screws right here. And that is everything for this location. So we're going to head on to the final location. You've done it, guys. You've made it to the end of the route. Please don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share. Please help us out. Anything you can to help the algorithm push this video out to more people that need this kind of information. And here we are. We are at the Foundation Outpost. I believe this is where eviction notice happens. So when you get here, there's a few places we can check. You're just going to run straight ahead. You're going to go right to this little kind of scaffolding thing here, and you should find at least one box of loose screws right here on the ground next to this poor sap. You can check this ladder. Sometimes there's some on this ladder right here. Then we're going to go up, and I think it's this next one. Yep, there it is. You're going to find some loose screws right here next to this other poor sap. And then you're just going to come right over here to this box. Grab these here. And then we are going to jump straight across and go up into this building right here and just kind of cut through. You're wanting to get around to the other side. There is a shelf where you should find. Doesn't look like we scored any this go around, but you can get 1 or 2 boxes on this little metal shelf as well. I don't see any at all. All right, guys. Well, that is our entire screw run route for now. This is our quick, efficient route. Let's go back to camp, scrap everything, and see how many total screws we end up with on this run. Ah, home sweet home. All right. Guys, if you like this kind of content and you want to be part of the Vault GG Marketplace, please don't forget to check us out on Discord. It's Fallout 76, Fallout GG. Come hang out, join the community, marketplace. We do carry runs, all that fun stuff. But let's go over here and see what our haul is today. So let's go and find our junk. I started with no screws in my inventory, so we're going to scrap all of our junk and see what we end up with. I am doing this the slow way because I want to just see what we got. Scrap, 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 scrap. Alright. Let's take a look, shall we? My axolotl. So we pulled 153 screws. I might have already had some screws on me. I don't think I did. That's a pretty good run. I usually net 50 plus easy peasy on this run. Sometimes quite a bit more. Just depends on what we do. But there you go, guys. It's a tried and true route for getting screws fast for all your crafting needs. All right, Wastelanders, Raiders, Mutants, General Irradiated Masses, I thank you. Please do not forget, like, subscribe, share, notification bell, anything you can to help the algorithm find us and push us out to more people. Check out our Discord, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Until then, peace out.